Good morning, all. Yes, good morning. Hope everyone is fine. So we are back to college. Hope everyone is fine. We are in the college now. Today only we started our work. So without you all, the college seems very okay. Whatever. I think a resound is coming, right? Now you can see me clearly. Okay. Yes, your attendance in the chat bar. Yes, today let us we complete this second module, that is analytics methods of innovation management. So in the last class we have completed all these so 3C analysis, that is uh, company, competitors, customers, how it's going to affect, and also pest analysis, then SWOT analysis we have come across, and also gap analysis we come across. And then in the last class, that is on Friday class, and very important topic we have discussed, that is ported spy force model. Yes. So and later we have completed that BCG matrix also. So today let us complete the other two analytical methods of the management. What are those? Are the product life cycle analysis and also value analysis. Okay. Yes. So today maximum will complete these two, and product life cycle analysis, very important analysis, and I think you have studied in other subjects also many times. In maximum in your marketing class, you have studied this product life cycle analysis. Okay. Today we complete this product life cycle analysis as well as the value analysis. Okay. So meanwhile, give your attendance in your chat bar. Okay. I can observe that D section students are attendance is good. Or B section they are also, but here I can see the participants are 94, but I don't know why. So I can see the less attendance. Okay. So let me share the screen of PLC. Okay. Yes, I think now you can see. So let us discuss very clearly PLC, product life cycle in innovation management. Now let me tell you how this PLC, that is product life cycle, is going to what you say. Uh, it's affects our what innovation management. Okay, how this is very important in the innovation management. Let us discuss. Okay. So yes, product life cycle. So what is the product life cycle? As human beings have a cycle, okay, from birth to the death. Okay. So that is a life. So, so when we what we say when we take birth, we call it as the kids. Later on it goes to the adults. Later on we go to the maturity stage and old and etc. and etc. We call. Okay. In the same way, for every product there will be a a cycle, okay, from introduction to the decline stage, as you know that, okay, and how this innovation management helps, and analytical methods in the innovation management as one of the product life cycle, okay, because so sometimes there is a chances, sometimes there is a chances. What is the chances are, okay, so at the introduction stage itself, some products face a decline stage. Okay. At the growth stage, some products fail in a next level that they may reach the next stage called as a decline stage. What I mean to say here is, okay, at this stage, okay, for example, with all the customs, with all the very things, so you have introduced a product, but due to some reasons or due to some analysis failure, you sometimes you may get a failure in your product. Okay, then at that time, this innovation plays a vital role. Okay, because we have spent lot of money, we have invested lakhs of crores of money, but still how we have to manage, so we can analyze through product life cycle. Okay, so let us know the meaning. So meaning is, yes, as you know that, so meaning of this so meaning is all products have certain length of life, so during which they pass through certain whatever I have discussed. Okay, the PLC is a conceptual representation of product aging process. Like your life is divided into stages, same as life of a product is also divided. So whatever I explained, that as we have the life, okay, as we have the life of product, do have the life. The same thing here we have. Okay, like products start with introduction in the market. Product start with introduction in the market for the purpose of sale. Okay, the demand of that product is gradually increased in the market, and it reached to its maximum from where it start decline. It is effective span of a product. Okay. Now I want to tell you one thing. Okay. Later I'll otherwise whenever I say that PLC, then I'll tell you. Yes, let us see the definitions. Let us see the definitions. So what are the definitions here? Okay. According to the Philip Kotler, the PLC is an, okay, according to the Philip Kotler, the PLC is an attempt to recognize, okay, the PLC is an attempt to recognize the distinct stages, okay, the distinct stages in the sales history of the product. Okay, so what Philip Porter is telling, the PLC is an attempt to recognize the distinct stages in the sales history of the product. Means, so he defining the stages of the product. Okay, that is the product life cycle. How he is defining with its sales history. With the sales history means whenever you are introducing the product into the market, whenever you are introducing into the market product into the market, okay, from that how far the sales are increasing and how far the sales are decreasing. Okay, so whenever the sales are increasing, then what happened here is, okay, we can say, so based on that sales, so we can say that history means, for example, the sales are increasing from the introduction stage to the next stage. Then, as the sales are increasing, then he defined and he said, then that is the next stage. Okay, means from one stage to the another stage. Okay, from that stage again, if the sales are increasing, okay, again the sales are increasing, then he said that that is the next stage. So according to the Philip Kotler, what he said is, product life cycle he recognized as a sales history of the product. So the another author here, okay, so the another marketer, William J. Stanton, okay, what he's telling is the PLC concept is the explanation of the product. Okay, PLC concept is the explanation of the product from its birth to death. Okay, from birth to death, as the product exists in different stages and different competitive environments. Okay, he's also telling that, so from the birth means from the introduction of the product into the market to the death of its means whenever it declines, then he says, that is the PLC, and that too he mentioned one word called, different competitive environments. Different competitive environments. That what we call it as the okay PLC. According to Philip Kotler is telling that PLC is recognized as the sales history of the product, sales history of the product. But William J. Stanton is telling that yes, so PLC can be said as the okay from the birth to the death, that is from the introduction to the decline stage, and that too having a different stages in different competitive environments. Okay, now let us see. So so this is a graphical representation of PLC, that is stages of a product life cycle. As you know that every time we take that between revenue or profit and time. Okay, on the x-axis it is taken as time, and the revenue and profit. Okay, so what are the four stages we have is big introduction stage, growth stage, maturity, and decline. But in there are some in some textbooks we can see another stage also between maturity and decline stage. What we call it as the saturation stage. Okay, saturation stage. But what here is saturation stage nowadays maximum people are ignoring means because uh, all the qualities and all the factors which are there in the decline stage is as equal to the saturation. Okay, so the PLC can be defined in these stages only, that is the introduction, growth, maturity, and decline stage. Okay, now let us have so introduction, growth, maturity, and decline stage. So let us, I want to tell you that, so whatever the product life cycle here, I'm telling that it is not from one stage to another stage, it's just in 1 year. Okay, don't think that the PLC will be for only 1 year or 2 years or 3 years. So as long as the product exists in the market, this PLC exists. Okay, hope you understood. And every stage is very important. Every stage is very important. And if you are sustaining long in all the stages, maybe in the introduction stage, growth stage, maturity stage, and decline stage, whatever. Okay, then see, so we have taken on the x-axis as a time. Okay, so don't think the introduction stage will be only for 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. Okay, so here introduction stage will be sometimes for 1 year, 2 years also. Okay, because so all the customers has to get our products. So we have to reach to the customers through advertisements. Okay, and of course, whatever the cost we incur on that is the much. So that's what we say as a introduction stage. Not only introduction stage, any stage. And we can't say, as I said that, sir, do you think that introduction stage will be only for 1 year or for sure it will be 1 year? Not like that. Sometimes introduction stage may also go for 3 months only or 2 months. Okay, but whatever the strategies you are using, whatever the strategies you are using, based on that strategies, okay, based on that strategies, you reach very fast. You reach very fast. So that's what that is. Okay. So if you see that, along with the time, the revenue is increasing. Okay. Where the revenue is where the revenue is high. If you see the revenue is high at maturity. Okay, revenue is very high at maturity, but the profits, if you see, the profits are same, that is the profits are very high at growth stage as well as the maturity stage, growth stage as well as the maturity stage. So these are the two things. Let us study one by one. Okay, okay, see, introduction stage, it is the first stage wherein the product is launched in the market with full scale production, with good production. Okay, means, so product is a new one, it means a product that opens up an entirely new market, opens up entirely new market, replaces an existing product or significantly broadens the market from an existing product. Okay, what is this introduction stage? So there is a chances of replacing the existing product, or there is a chances of over. So that is what we say. So introduction stage, okay, with no later. So see, if you see you see the last line. You see the last line. In this stage, okay, in this stage, sales grow at a very lower rate. Okay, in this stage, sales grow at very lower rate because it is not an effective demand, as we are the new to the market. As we are new to the market, yes, here the sales are very low, very lower rate because we don't have a demand. We don't have a demand. So that is the one thing we have to remember. But let us see what are the characteristics at this stage. Okay, so these are very important for us. Okay, yes, as I said that low and slow sales, low and slow sales. Next one is high product price. Okay, high product price. Why high product price? Because maybe that is a pricing strategy to penetrate with the market or to skim the what is skimming price or etc and etc. So high product price will be there because people think that we are new. We are new. Yes, the, sometimes we enter with the high product price. Okay. Next one is high heavy promotional expenses, 100%. Okay. This is very 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 important point at the growth, at the introduction stage. At the introduction stage, we have a very heavy promotional expenses. Okay, and the next one is a lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge means not aware of that product in the market. Not aware of that product in the market. And of course, there is a low and slow sales. We have low profit. And yes, narrow product line because we are new to the market, so there are no other products in the product line, so the product line will be the narrow one. So that is what we can say, narrow product line. Okay, so let us see the growth stage. So I'm little fast because you have already studied this PLC, but still as per our syllabus, let me tell you, so I'm teaching you. So what is the product growth stage? Okay, yes, here the growth stage is the product achieves considerable and widespread approval in the market. The sales and profits increase at an accelerated rate. Okay, now you may sustain for some years. You may sustain for some years. Some years means maybe after 3 months or 6 months or maybe 1 year. Okay, so then what happened here is you may reach to one level. Okay, the sales has been increased. What happened here is you have reached to the customers. You have reached to the customers. Now what happened once you have reached the customers, the sales and profits increases at an accelerated rate. Okay, so next one is in this effective distribution, advertising and sales promotions are considered as the key factors. Yes. So in the first stage, if you see, okay, so promotional, what do you say? The promotional are increasing. Okay. So sorry, expenses are more. Expenses are more. Here, whenever if you see here, okay, the advertising and sales promotion are considered as the key factors. Means yes, we our sales are increasing, our profits are increasing, but still, what we have to do is we have to, okay, we have to reach more customers, and we have to spend much time and also much money on the advertising and sales. Okay, that is what. Now let us see the characteristics. Yes, the characteristics are rapid increase in sales. Rapid increase in sales. Next, the product improvements. Okay, increase in competition. Yes, rapid increase in sales, product improvements. Okay, increase in competition, increase in profits, reduction in price. Yes, why reduction in price? As we, yes, just we entered into the market as that we are the premium one because uh, because the sales are less and we have to reach more customers. What happened here, it's a strategy. Don't think that so why we have to enter into the market with a high price and again why you're, it's a strategy, entering with high price into the market, and if we decrease, then what happened here is the mindset of the customers is yes, the price has been decreased. Okay, so then it's a strategy just to anchor the customers, just to capture the customers. So that is what we can say. Next, product improvements means any changes in the things. This product improvements again comes under the innovation management. Okay, so here our innovation comes into the picture. Okay, so how it comes in the picture means because what are the needs, what are the needs and wants of the customers, how far it changing, Based on that, what we have to do is we have to improve the products. Next, reduction in price, strengthening the distribution channel. So what do you mean by strengthening the distribution channel? Yes. So wherever we have implemented our product, so we have to spread our product to different areas, maybe to other states, maybe to other countries also. Okay. So that is one thing. Coming to the maturity stage. Okay. So sorry, this happened something. Okay. So what is the maturity stage? Is the product has to face a keen competition here. Okay. So we have to increase the demand and the distribution channel has to be very powerful. Okay. So the product has to face a keen competition which brings pressure on prices. Though the sales of the product rises, but at the lower rate, the sales of the product rises where in the maturity stage, but still at the lower rate. So profit margin, however, declines due to keen competition. Okay. So let us see the characteristics, then you can understand what are the characteristics of this maturity stage. Okay. So sales increases at decreasing rate. Okay. What do you mean by sales increases at decreasing rate means? Yes. Now in the maturity stage, first it increases the sales, then only it enters into as people has become boredom or any other things. So increasing, but decreases. Means what happened at one level, you start decreasing in the maturity stage only. Okay, because that's what we call it as the maturity. Okay, next, normal promotional expenses. Now we have reached many of the customers, so much of promotion is not needed. Okay, so normal promotional expenses will be there and uniform and lower prices equal, and also the prices will be low, and product modifications. Yes, why PLC analysis will be done in the innovation management is at a growth stage, okay, and the maturity stage. As I said that the sales are increasing at decreasing rate because people get bored up, people used of our products. Okay, people need some change, or people taste has been changed, preferences has been changed. Okay, now based on their wants, based on their needs, based on their preferences, based on their taste, what we have to do is we have to modify the product. Okay, what do you mean by modifying the product means adding something new features. Okay, adding something new attributes. Okay, adding something different based on our the competitors, there what we come as the innovation comes into the picture. Okay, that what we call it as the product modification. Next one is the dealer support. Okay, what do you mean by dealer support? So we need the support of the dealers also, means wholesalers, etc and etc, from the manufacturers. Okay, so because as sales are increasing at decreasing rate, okay, so dealers what they can do is, why sales are decreasing? Okay, of course the profits are good. Okay, why the sales are decreasing, why we are facing, why customer is shifting from our product to the another product, what customers need. So this dealers has to give the feedback. Okay, this dealers has to tell us what is needed. So that's what we call it as the dealers support. We need the dealers support. Okay, then is profit margin decreases. Yes, of course. So as the sales increases at decreasing rate, then what happened here? So here I'm not telling the profits. There are no profits. Profit margin decreases. Means whatever the profits every time you are getting, okay, every time you are getting that margin, of course we'll have a good profits only. Of course we'll have the good profits, but that margin is going to decrease. So that are the some characteristics in the. So the next stage is what is a decline stage. Okay, this is the final stage. This is the final stage. Sooner or later, actual sales begin to fall under the impact of new product competition. Yes, some of our competitors have entered into the market, okay, with the new product, with the new product. So on changing consumer behavior, the sales and profits fall down. The sales and profits fall down sharply. The promotional expenditure has to be cut down drastically. Okay, the sales and profits fall down sharply, and promotional expenditure has to, because we don't have good sales, we don't have profits also. Okay, then spending more amount on what is it, on promotional activities is again our ignorance. So so whatever the promotional expenditure you are going to keep, that has to get cut down. That's what we call it as the decline stage. Okay, so let us see the characteristics. So what are the characteristics of this? The characteristics is a rapid decrease in sales. Rapid decrease in sales, of course. Okay. Further decrease in prices. Further decrease in prices. No promotional expenses. Yes. There will be rapid decrease in sales. Okay. Further decrease in prices and no promotional expenses and suspension of production work. Okay, so this is about a PLC and PLC analysis at every stage. If you see, at two stages we have a product modification. That is at the growth stage as well as the maturity stage. At these two stages, see, I have already said that every stage, uh, this PLC will last for many years. Okay, so many years means maybe for sometimes growth stage will be for 3 years or 4 years. Okay, 5 years also. Sometimes maturity stage will be for 10 years, 15 years. Okay, so we'll have a ample of time. We'll have a ample of time, and we'll have many things to do. Okay, yes. Now again, one thing is where this innovation management play a role is, if you want to sustain, let me show this. Okay, if you want to sustain this any stage for a longer period, okay, maybe the growth stage maximum will be growth stage and maturity stage. Okay, if you want to enjoy the profits, if you want to enjoy the more profit and revenue along with the time, okay, for many years, if you want to sustain in the market, if you want to sustain in the market, whatever the new products comes in the market, so you that is not at all a competitor for us. That is not a competitor for us. If you want to face them, if you want to beat them, then in the stages of product life, okay, you, I'm sorry. So I connected with the phone, so it is disconnected. Okay. Yes. So what I mean to say here is why innovation management plays important at all the stages means, if you want to sustain in the market, if you want to sustain in the market, then what happens here is you have to maintain some innovations. Okay. For example, when you enter into the growth stage, if you want to enjoy the profits more and revenue more, if you want to be in the growth stage for many years, you don't want to reach into the, so then modifications should be needed. Okay, modification means, so updates you have to give, so that's what we call it as a good. Yes, now you enter into the maturity stage. Okay, if the same thing should happen, if the same thing should happen means, yes, with the good innovations, new updations according to the wants and needs, according to the technology, we should be changed. So that's what we call as a product life cycle analysis. And the last analytical method, okay, is a value analysis. This is also very important, value analysis. So let me share that value analysis. I can't see value. Just to give 1 minute time. Yes, so this is a value analysis slide. Okay, so now let us see what is this value analysis. Yes, introduction. Okay, so we are trying to define what is the definition or what is the meaning of value. Okay, so value is equal to worth to you. Okay, worth to you means how far it is worth to you, so divided by price you pay. Okay, yes, so in general I'm speaking, I'm not speaking in the different way. In general I'm speaking, so what is the speaking here? So whenever you are buying a product, okay, so how you are going to analyze the value for that product, how you are going to analyze the value for that product. Okay, so in general whenever you want to buy anything, so how far it is useful to you first of all. Okay, for example, if you want to buy a laptop, okay, now whenever you want to pay that, you will think that yes, that laptop is by for personal use, or that laptop is for any office use, or the, for a business use, you are going to do that. Means how far that laptop is useful to me, and what is the price you are paying to that. Okay, the more it is useful to you, the more you pay. Yes or no? The less is useful to you, the less you pay. Okay, and sometimes if you see only it is a nominal one, then you ignore also, you will not buy. So that's what we say as the, okay, value. So value is equal to worth to you divided by price you pay. Means how far it is useful to you, worth to you. Okay, as I said that if it is a lakh rupees also, if it is that much important, if it is that much important, you people are ready to pay the how much, so price it is be quoted, so brands exist, so brands exist. So that's what we say in general introduction of the that is the meaning of the value. Is if you see the concept of value analysis was developed during World War II by Lawrence D. Miles of GE company. That is a you know that GE company, because management principles, many management principles are also developed in that company. So that is a General Electric company. Okay, so who developed this value analysis means by Lawrence D. Miles. When he developed means, of course, in the World War II. Okay, now let us see what is this value analysis. Okay, now this value analysis is an effective tool. Value analysis is an effective tool for cost reduction, and the results accomplished are far greater. Okay, now what I want to tell here is, so actually this value analysis in the organizational point of view, and in the innovation management, and in the in this analytical methods, why we are studying is because cost reduction is very important concept. Okay, the same resources we have to keep. Okay, so the same quality product we have to give. Okay, the same amount of work we have to make with the employees, the same missionaries we have to utilize. Okay, but at the end of the thing, what we tag is, we tag that we should have cost reduction also. That is the major what is a management principle. Okay, we have to produce a high quality of product with whatever the resources we have, with whatever resources we have, with cost reduction. So that is a main principle of value analysis. See that what we have written, that is value analysis is an effective tool. Value analysis is an effective tool for cost reduction, and the results accomplished are far greater. So that's what we can say. Next, it improves the effectiveness of work. It improves the effectiveness of work. Means, so as we are focused on the cost reduction, in the less time, with the less things, what we have want to do is, so we have to make it more. So that's what the thing we say, it improves the effectiveness of a work. And it is an organized approach. It is an organized approach to a problem. Okay, it is a value applied at a design stage itself. Okay, at the design stage itself, it is a value applied, and it is an organized approach to a problem. Means because to solve a problem, we are going to organize. We are going to organize in such a way that we are organizing to approach the problem, and it reduces unnecessary cost. Yes, because we focus on the cost reduction. So what we do is we are mainly focusing on the cost reduction. We are mainly focusing on the cost reduction. Then what we are going to do is it is going to reduce the value analysis is going to reduce the unnecessary cost. Unnecessary cost, obvious and hidden. Obvious and hidden means obvious cost and hidden cost. There are some hidden costs, okay, and we don't know. So it happens like that. Okay, it happens like that. So those what we call it as the hidden cost, which can be eliminated, without adversely affecting. See, eliminated all those hidden costs, all those unnecessary costs, all those obvious costs can be eliminated. Okay, so without affecting quality. Okay, quality of the product or quality of the work, and without affecting efficiency. Okay, without affecting safety and other customer features. Okay, we should not affect all these. Whatever the quality we are producing, whatever the quality we are giving, we have to give, and also the work efficiency and everything we have to make it out. And also the safety, we should not affect to the workers and other customer features also in the value analysis. Now let us see the definition. How can we define? Okay, so value analysis can be defined. Okay, a process of systematic review. See, in the definition every word is important. It's a process of systematic review, means it is going to review as we want to decrease the cost again, that is applied to a existing product design, means existing product process, whatever the production is going to do. So why we are going to review all this means because where we can decrease the price, where we can decrease the cost. So applied to existing product designs in order to compare, the function of the product required by a customer to meet their requirements at the lowest cost consistent with the specified performance and reliability needed. Okay, don't get confused here. So what we are going to do is we are going to review the systematically whatever the existing process we have. Okay, and in that process, without or not affecting anything, we have to reach or we have to satisfy the customer requirements, the customer needs, the customer wants. Okay, at the lowest cost. Okay, at the lowest cost means whatever, wherever the hidden cost is, where the obvious cost is, where another, we have to cut off that. The lowest cost, consistent. Okay, consistent with the specified performance, and reliability needed. So what is the main thing of this value analysis is the main focus is we should not affect any efficiency, we should not affect any cost, we should not affect anything, but we have to reduce the cost. So that is the main thing we do in the value. Because in the innovation management, what we do is every time we are going to change the things. Okay, so these are the some applications of value analysis where we can apply. Okay, means where we can reduce the cost. So where can reduce the cost means unnecessary cost. Don't think that always cost means we can reduce the zero cost also, but zero production will be there. Okay, so we'll continue all these in the next class. Okay, because the other 15 minutes class is there. So by that we close this value analysis of the second module, so we can enter into the third module in the